Early details suggest the helicopter remained intact upon hitting the ground. It appears Kobe Bryant's demise may not be as simple as we previously believed. For years, official accounts presented a straightforward narrative, a tragic mishap attributed to pilot mistakes and nothing else. Yet now, a startling revelation is causing a stir across the internet, challenging our understanding of the incident. In this video, we explore the theories, truths, inconsistencies, and surprising new information that have left fans questioning. Was there more beneath the surface regarding Kobe's passing? Kobe Bryant tragically passed away on January 26, 2020, when a Sikorsky S-76 helicopter carrying him, his 13-year-old daughter Gianna, and 7 others crashed into a hillside in Calabasas, California. The helicopter took off from John Wayne Airport in Orange County, with its destination set for Camarillo Airport, with a group intended to watch a basketball game at Kobe's Mamba Sports Academy. The National Transportation Safety Board, NTSB, completed a comprehensive investigation and published their final findings on February 9, 2021. They concluded that the primary cause was pilot error, notably the pilot's choice to persist in flying under visual flight rules while entering instrument meteorological conditions, leading to spatial disorientation and loss of control. The NTSB identified contributing elements, such as the pilot's potential self-imposed pressure and a tendency to continue the flight despite worsening conditions. Importantly, there was no indication of mechanical defects, sabotage, or any malicious actions. The coroner's office in Los Angeles County concluded that all the victims perished due to blunt force injuries, ruling the fatalities as accidental. Toxicology tests revealed no presence of drugs or alcohol in the pilot. These details are the official record. However, following such a tragic event surrounding a legendary basketball figure, alternative theories began to circulate. One compelling conspiracy theory that gained traction suggests there may be a link between Kobe's passing and a legal conflict regarding his Black Mamba moniker. Widespread posts on social media platforms such as Instagram and X, previously known as Twitter, suggest that Kobe was supposedly murdered to prevent him from testifying in a legal case against a pharmaceutical firm allegedly capitalizing on his Black Mamba nickname for energy products. As of 2025, these allegations are still making rounds, with posts like one that received over 33,000 views on X. A legal representative asserts Kobe Bryant was killed by pharma company just 3 days prior to his Black Mamba lawsuit. However, this is where the importance of fact-checking emerges. The contentious issue was a civil trademark dispute between Kobe Bryant and a high-tech pharmaceutical company, and court documents indicate it was largely settled before his passing. On January 2, 2020, Bryant submitted a motion to halt legal proceedings for the purpose of engaging in settlement discussions, leading to the case's conclusion on that very day, over 3 weeks prior to the helicopter accident. Furthermore, considering its nature as a civil matter, the specific testimony that could have been devastating enough to justify such drastic actions remains ambiguous. The argument lacks substantial backing upon examination. Additionally, another conspiracy theory that has garnered attention focuses on allegations surrounding the Illuminati and white supremacist ideologies. Not long after the accident, conspiracy advocate Dr. Umar Johnson alleged in a video that the Illuminati had orchestrated Bryant's death as part of a white supremacist agenda. This theory posits that Bryant's status as a notable figure in the Black community rendered him a target. In his tirade, Dr. Johnson took the remarkable stance that helicopter crashes are not mere coincidences, claiming that mechanical issues arise solely when high-profile individuals are present. This assertion, naturally, overlooks the unfortunate truth that helicopter accidents happen frequently, even when no high-profile figures are on board. The argument lacks credible evidence and depends on drawing unfounded connections and inferring nefarious motives without substantiation. In late 2023 and early 2024, a fresh conspiracy theory surfaced, linking Kobe's passing to music mogul Sean Diddy Combs. This theory revolves around an image of Bryant from Diddy's 50th birthday celebration in December 2019, occurring mere weeks prior to the tragic incident. Some users on social media conjectured that the gathering was, in fact, a goodbye party, implying prior knowledge of Bryant's impending death. This hypothesis emerged during Diddy's legal issues in 2024, with individuals drawing parallels between Bryant's presence at the gathering and his later demise. Nonetheless, there is zero evidence tying these occurrences together, and the overlap in timing is merely coincidental. The image portrays Bryant as just one of countless famous faces and notable occasion. Among the most outlandish assertions is an alleged link to the Clinton family. In 2021, QAnon supporter Bishop Larry Gators alleged on a podcast that Kobe Bryant was murdered by the Clintons, claiming he was reportedly on the verge of entering witness protection and revealing sensitive information. The assertion seems to hinge on Bryant's participation in the 2014 Clinton Global Initiative, where he discussed philanthropy and his charitable foundations. However, there is no substantiated evidence linking Bryant's presence at this event, which occurred 7 years prior to his demise, to any sinister motives. Similar to many theories associated with QAnon, This claim is rooted in unfounded claims and unverifiable inside information, compounding the unsettling landscape of conspiracy theories. Argentine journalist Eduardo Salim Saad posted on X shortly after the helicopter crash, suggesting the Sikorsky S-76 had a Jewish designation and implicated it in Bryant's death. This post garnered thousands of views before his account was subsequently removed. The assertion faced significant backlash from the Jewish community in Argentina and various political groups, denouncing it as a case of anti-Semitism. It embodies perilous conspiracy ideation that ascribes harmful motives to Jewish people or entities without any credible evidence. Even with the NTSB's exhaustive inquiry and the lack of corroborating facts, such conspiracy notions still proliferate online, typically presented as alleged new revelations regarding his demise. This ongoing trend prompts a crucial inquiry. Why do conspiracy theories frequently arise in the aftermath of prominent tragedies? Though these theories might offer mental solace for a few, they can inflict genuine pain on those directly impacted by the tragedy, the bereaved families. For the Bryants, these unfounded assertions have merely added to the numerous hardships they encountered following their heartbreaking loss. After Kobe's passing, amidst the family's struggle with deep sorrow and the surrounding noise of speculations, one voice notably remained quiet for more than a year, that of Natalia Bryant, the eldest daughter of Kobe. Upon emerging from her silence in September 2021, her words provided a poignant insight into her family's journey through profound grief. In a conversation with Teen Vogue, Natalia shared that while referencing her father could be emotionally taxing, she took solace in honoring his legacy. "I cherish discussing my dad," she said. "It's a blend of joy and sorrow, but I find more joy in reminiscing about him than sadness." Notably, her reflections on her younger sisters, Bianca and Capri, who were merely 3 years and 7 months old at the time of the tragic incident, were particularly poignant. "For my younger sisters, we aim to hold onto those memories for them, while also striving to embody the spirit with which they lived each day." These sentiments showcase Natalia's growth and her commitment to honoring her father's legacy for her siblings, who were too young to recall many moments with him. Natalia reminisced about sweet experiences that revealed Kobe's true character beyond the spotlight. She fondly remembered a late-night viewing of the 2019 film Star Wars: Rise of Skywalker, where they listened to Taylor Swift on their way back and shared a heartfelt discussion about the film. He truly was the ultimate girl dad. She echoed the feelings shared by many following Kobe's passing. "The accident deeply impacted Natalia's ambitions. I quit playing volleyball after it happened. There was just too much happening then. I realized my passion for volleyball didn't match their love for basketball, and I'm fine with that." She shared how the incident urged her to reevaluate her interests and what truly matters to her. As Natalia stepped into her 20s, she discovered significant methods to honor her father's legacy. During a December 2022 discussion with E! Online, she disclosed that she wears particular pieces of jewelry as a lasting memory of her dad. Among these are a necklace engraved with Slim, her childhood nickname, and a gold medallion from the Mamba and Mamba Cedar Foundation that showcases one of Kobe's sayings: "Dedication turns dreams into reality." Her emotional posts on social media have given glimpses into her journey of mourning. On what would have been Kobe's birthday in 2020, she shared a nostalgic picture, writing, "Happy birthday, Dad. I long for your smile, your laughter, and those warm bear hugs. You are the ultimate movie companion. My love for you is eternal." Natalia's professional ambitions have been greatly influenced by her bond with her father. During a 2021 discussion with IMG Models, she shared how their mutual appreciation for cinema directed her career path. "It's definitely my dad. He and I would binge-watch movies together, enjoying countless marathons. We'd also dissect the films extensively, discussing them for weeks on end." Her love for cinema has shaped both her studies and professional path, with Natalia attending the University of Southern California and revealing her dreams of a career in filmmaking. During the same IMG interview, she articulated her aspirations for the next decade. "In 10 years, I aim to secure an Oscar. While I'm uncertain about the category or specific project, it's certainly a goal I hold dear. I also envision creating a film that beautifully intertwines fashion elements into the narrative. I believe that merging my two greatest passions is simply incredible, and I aspire to achieve that." Insights into Natalia's journey following the loss of her father and sister showcase a resilient young woman dedicated to commemorating their legacy while carving out her own future. Although her public remarks are rare, they serve as a contrast to the sensational narratives and conspiracy theories that often obscure the genuine human grief at the heart of the tragedy. As Natalia was discovering her voice, her mother, Vanessa Bryant, was confronting challenges on various fronts. One of the most harrowing incidents came to light when it was revealed that deputies of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department and firefighters had captured and distributed unauthorized images from the crash site, including photos of the victims' bodies. In September 2020, Vanessa initiated legal action against the department, claiming invasion of privacy and negligence. The lawsuit sought compensation for the emotional turmoil stemming from the awareness that such intimate and graphic images were being shared. During the court proceedings, Vanessa spoke about the debilitating anxiety, depression, and panic she endured, illustrating how she was plagued by the ongoing dread of these images becoming public. "I live in daily fear of seeing those images pop up on social media," she informed the court. In August 2022, following an 11-day court trial, a federal jury ruled in favor of Vanessa, awarding her $16 million in damages for violations of her constitutional rights by both the sheriffs and fire departments. Chris Chester, whose wife and daughter perished in the same crash and who supported Vanessa's case, received $15 million. On February 28, 2023, the settlement was finalized, with Los Angeles County agreeing to pay a total of $28.85 million to Vanessa Bryant, settling all outstanding claims. This total encompassed the jury's award and extra funds to cover potential future claims for her daughters. Demonstrating her generous spirit, Vanessa declared her plan to donate her share of the settlement to the Mamba and Mamba Cita Sports Foundation, the nonprofit established in tribute to Kobe and Gianna. The organization is dedicated to offering sports training to athletes in need, honoring the memory of Kobe and Gianna. This legal triumph signified much more than just monetary relief. It symbolized a validation of Vanessa's struggle to uphold her family's honor and privacy during a deeply distressing period. Furthermore, it established a crucial standard concerning the behavior of first responders at tragic incidents. Remarkably, in the midst of her sorrow and legal struggles, Vanessa encountered yet another heart-wrenching dispute, this time with her mother, Sophia Urbita Lane. In December 2020, merely 11 months following the tragic deaths of Kobe and Gianna, Sophia initiated a lawsuit against Vanessa in Orange County Superior Court. The complaint asserted that Sophia had served as a personal assistant and nanny for the Bryant family for many years without pay, enduring long hours without breaks for meals or rest. She further claimed that Kobe had pledged lifelong financial support to her, a promise she asserted was broken after his passing. In response, Vanessa strongly countered, releasing a statement that accused her mother of trying to exploit their family's grief for financial gain. She highlighted how she and Kobe had financially supported her mother for years, enabling her to live rent-free in their properties and providing monthly assistance, which Sophia reportedly deemed inadequate. In her declaration, Vanessa challenged the assertions regarding Sophia's position as a caretaker. Sophia was a grandmother who received assistance from me and her son-in-law, my suggestion. Now, she seeks to retroactively charge me $96 an hour for allegedly caring for her grandchildren for 12 hours daily over 18 years. In truth, she only watched my older daughters sporadically during their toddler years. The lawsuit reached a resolution in August 2021, with the court's notice indicating that the matter was settled without conditions. The specifics of the settlement remain confidential, obscuring the status of their relationship. However, the mere fact that a lawsuit emerged shortly after the tragic deaths of Kobe and Gianna exacerbated Vanessa's profound sorrow. Sadly, this was not the only familial concern the Bryants faced. Tensions within the family reached further than just Vanessa and her mother. Prior to the helicopter tragedy, there had already been a notable rift between Kobe and his parents, Joe and Pamela Bryant. Gaining insight into this rift is essential to grasp the family dynamics that unfolded following Kobe's passing. The friction started over 2 decades ago when a 21-year-old Kobe encountered 17-year-old Vanessa Lane, a high school senior, while shooting a music video. Their romance accelerated rapidly. Within a year of dating, Kobe, age 22, wed 19-year-old Vanessa in April 2001. The intimate ceremony was witnessed by only 12 guests, with Kobe's parents notably missing. Joe and Pamela allegedly had reservations regarding their son's union, especially concerning cultural disparities. Kobe was of African-American heritage, and Vanessa hailed from a Mexican background, both youthful. Kobe's swift journey. Prior to crossing paths with Vanessa, Kobe shared a strong bond with his parents. When he started his career with the Lakers, his whole family relocated from Philadelphia to Los Angeles to be by his side. The rift became especially difficult during the Lakers' championship pursuits. At a championship celebration in 2001, Kobe's feelings laid bare just how much his father's absence at the Philadelphia game affected him. Despite the struggles throughout the season and securing another championship for the nation, there's a sense of satisfaction. Can you share more about that experience now? Are you open to talking about it? Not particularly, no. It was challenging. Years later, when a journalist inquired about discussions with his father about his professional life, Kobe answered plainly, it was quite telling. Sadly, our conversations are limited. Perhaps in the future, we can improve that bond, but at the moment, there isn't much to desire. The strain within the family intensified significantly in 2013. Upon finding out that his parents were planning to sell a trove of his collectibles via golden auctions, Kobe expressed his anguish in a tweet. You give and give, yet they just take. When do you set boundaries? He pondered. Pass hurt beyond measure hashtag gave me no heads up, hashtag love. This turmoil arose after Pamela Bryant reached out to Kobe for help with buying a house in Nevada. Kobe proposed a sum of $250,000, but Pamela countered with a demand for $450,000. When he declined her offer, she opted to auction off his memorabilia, including championship rings Kobe had given to his parents, securing a $450,000 advance. In response, Kobe's lawyer sent a cease and desist notice to the auction house, but upon their refusal, he proceeded with a lawsuit. Joe Bryant supported their stance, asserting that his son had bestowed these items to his wife over the years, implying the gifts were unconditional. A compromise was ultimately achieved, permitting the auction of only 6 items instead of the hundreds initially intended. Nonetheless, out of those 6 pieces, 2 were championship rings representing the estrangement in their bond. Reports indicate that Kobe ceased communication with his parents for the remainder of his NBA journey after that event, even during his final game in 2016, where he scored an incredible 60 points in a memorable send-off. The narrative of the Bryant family took a somber turn on July 16, 2024, when Kobe's father, Joe "Jellybean" Bryant, died at 69 following a stroke. His passing was confirmed by LaSalle University's head coach, Fran Dunphy, to the Philadelphia Inquirer. Joe Bryant was a respected figure in basketball, having played professionally in the NBA for teams such as the Philadelphia 76ers, San Diego Clippers, and Houston Rockets. Following his time as a player, he moved into coaching, taking on a role with the WNBA's Los Angeles Sparks. His passing occurred 4.5 years after the tragic helicopter accident that took the lives of Kobe and Gianna, adding further sorrow to a family that had already faced immense heartache. It also raised uncertainties about whether father and son had found resolution before Kobe passed away. After Joe's death, Vanessa shared a heartfelt tribute on Instagram, recognizing the complexities of their relationship. "We wish circumstances had varied. Yet during the moments we shared with you, he was consistently kind and a joy to be around. Kobe had a deep affection for him." A message shared years posthumously resonated with both recognition and a sense of loss for unfulfilled potential. Just months prior to Joe Bryant's passing, a controversy ignited over Kobe's 2000 championship ring. This item, part of the initial 2013 auction dispute from March 2024, was resold by its present owner, fetching $927,000 in the auction. While the Bryants weren't involved in the subsequent sale, the links to the original auction incited considerable public outcry. Supporters and journalists voiced their discontent over what they viewed as an affront to Kobe's legacy, sparking renewed conversations about fractured family ties. In light of the backlash, Joe and Pamela issued a statement to the Los Angeles Times, asserting their lack of participation in the recent auction. "We wish to emphasize that we are not involved in the sale of our son's 2000 championship ring. The very presence of this auction has unearthed a profound sorrow. Our desire is for tranquility and the chance to mourn with respect." The controversy's emergence, just ahead of Joe Bryant's passing, further complicated the family's intricate narrative. The tale of the Bryant family evolved with the introduction of racial themes into the public discourse. In late 2023 and early 2024, activist Dr. Umar Johnson sparked debate with contentious remarks about Vanessa Bryant, leading to a viral reaction online. Vanessa became the beneficiary of his fortune. And can you believe it? Is Vanessa Bryant channeling any of that black man's wealth to benefit the black community? Certainly. Dr. Johnson has taken issue with Vanessa for supposedly not leveraging Kobe's fortune to aid the black community. He notably pointed out a sports initiative she launched with mostly white colleges instead of focusing on historically black colleges and universities, HBCUs. Bryant recently launched a project involving 3 mostly white colleges, a sports initiative funded by Kobe's resources and bearing his name. Yet none of the selected institutions are HBCUs. Let me pose this question. Why is it that with a black man's funds, none went to historically black colleges? After Joe Bryant passed away in July 2024, Dr. Johnson remarked that Vanessa had responsibilities toward Kobe's parents. The specifics remain unclear. I'm merely conjecturing here. Yet, for an iconic NBA figure to pass at 69, I haven't heard much about any significant health issues he faced. I believe he may have succumbed to a broken spirit. It's possible he was facing financial struggles. So, Vanessa, will you cover the expenses for his farewell service? These remarks ignited passionate discussions across social media, with some siding with Dr. Johnson's viewpoint, while others advocated for Vanessa's autonomy in upholding Kobe's legacy as she deems appropriate. It's important to highlight that Vanessa has been deeply involved in charitable efforts, particularly through the Mamba and Mambacita Sports Foundation, which aims to aid disadvantaged youth in sports. In May 2021, she introduced the Mambacita apparel line, donating all profits to the foundation. And by November 2021, she was honored with a philanthropy award at the Baby 2 Baby 10th Anniversary Gala. In the midst of these disputes and familial tensions, an additional hurdle arose for the Bryant family. One issue pertains to the management of Kobe's extensive estate, valued at approximately $600 million. Following Kobe's passing, it was revealed that the Kobe Bryant Trust, established in 2003, had not been amended to incorporate their youngest child, Capri, born in June 2019, only 7 months prior to the tragedy. While Vanessa, Natalia, Gianna, and Bianca were named as beneficiaries. Capri's omission raised concerns about her rights to inherit her portion of the family fortune. To address this error, Vanessa, alongside co-trustee Robert Palinka, Jr., sought the Los Angeles Probate Court's intervention to amend the trust, aiming to include Capri as a beneficiary with equal standing to her sisters. They provided evidence showcasing Kobe's consistent practice of updating the trust following the birth of each daughter, illustrating his intent to ensure all his children were treated fairly. The court eventually approved this motion, guaranteeing that all 3 remaining daughters would receive equal treatment according to the trust stipulations. Nevertheless, this undertaking brought about substantial expenses, not only in legal and court fees, but also regarding privacy, as details that Kobe wished to keep confidential became part of the open court records. As we have untangled the intricate web of conspiracy theories, familial disputes, and legal skirmishes surrounding the untimely passing of Kobe Bryant, one fact is indisputable. Despite the murmurs of fresh findings and alternative theories, the official narrative remains the most trustworthy account of the events that unfolded on January 26, 2020. Yet, in a realm fueled by curiosity and conjecture, it's possible that new information may emerge in the future. Tragic news reverberates through the sports community as the LA Times confirms that Kobe Bryant, the retired star of the Los Angeles Lakers, has tragically lost his life in a helicopter accident this morning. In an era where sports have morphed into a significant cultural phenomenon, basketball transcends mere physical prowess, embedding numerous instances of victory, heartbreak, and legendary events into our collective memory. Today, we take a reflective path through the rich tapestry of NBA history, examining 5 poignant final images of basketball legends. These last snapshots provide deep reflections on the lives and enduring legacies of these remarkable athletes. Sketches of Petrovic. Within the realm of basketball, some legends possess tales that span the ages, enchanting supporters across generations. One of these icons is Dražen Petrovic, a name that resonates throughout basketball's rich legacy. He was born on October 22, 1964, in the scenic town of Šibenik, Croatia, and thus embarked on his path to greatness. Even as a child, Petrovic demonstrated a natural gift for the sport. His zeal and commitment shone brightly as he refined his abilities on the courts of Šibenik. Soon enough, his talent attracted the gaze of scouts, marking the beginning of Petrovic's basketball adventure. His ascent to fame accelerated when he became part of the renowned Sabina basketball team. Here, he displayed extraordinary talent, captivating audiences with his remarkable shooting skills and relentless drive. With every match, Petrovic's prominence grew, and his influence on the sport became irrefutable. Petrovic's renown in Europe soared swiftly as he guided Cabona to a string of triumphs, winning the affection of fans throughout the continent. His knack for scoring almost effortlessly, coupled with his unparalleled dedication, distinguished him from fellow players. His displays on the court were truly remarkable, mesmerizing audiences everywhere. Petrovic's achievements in Europe captivated the basketball community, leading him to wear the Real Madrid jersey. His career took a thrilling twist when he transitioned to the NBA, signing with the New Jersey Nets. In this arena, he etched a lasting legacy in basketball, enchanting audiences with his dynamic displays. Petrovic's entry into the NBA signified a transformative period for global athletes, as he broke through limits and demonstrated that skill transcends borders. The influence of Petrovic in the league was both swift and significant. His shooting prowess was unmatched, and his bold style of play established him as a formidable competitor. The way he thrived during critical moments garnered him honor among fellow players and the adoration of fans everywhere. Petrovic's impact reached far beyond his club commitments. As the captain of the Croatian national squad, he steered his nation toward unmatched glory on the global front. Their crowning moment occurred during the 1992 Olympics in Barcelona, where they battled the legendary American Dream Team for the gold. Petrovic's guidance and talent led Croatia to secure a silver medal, immortalizing their story in Olympic lore. Although Dražen Petrovic's ascent to prominence was remarkable, his path ended abruptly on that tragic day, 28 years prior. On June 7, 1993, Petrovic's life was tragically cut short in a horrific car crash on the Nuremberg-Munich highway, close to Ingolstadt, Germany. At just 29, he was at the peak of his basketball career. The announcement of Petrovic's sudden demise reverberated throughout the sports world and beyond. His absence left a profound void, impacting fans globally. Yet, it wasn't solely the sorrow of his loss that lingered. It was the haunting final images of Petrovic that continue to enchant and unsettle us even now. In these striking photographs, Petrovic exudes calmness and concentration, almost as if foreseeing the inevitable. His intense gaze and resolute demeanor project an urgency, suggesting an awareness of a ticking clock. This unsettling aura has sparked speculation regarding the supernatural and whether Petrovic possessed an extrasensory perception. Both experts and enthusiasts have closely examined these final images for insights and interpretations of Petrovic's enigmatic essence. Some argue that his laser focus and steadfast resolve exemplify his relentless quest for excellence, even amid adversity. Conversely, others hypothesize that Petrovic may have been acutely conscious of his own fragility, sensing the fleeting nature of his existence. Supporters and analysts alike have expressed their reflections on the eerie quality of the image. Several mention a disquieting feeling when gazing into Petrovic's eyes, as though his essence lingers, observing the sport he cherished. Many contend that these visuals highlight the delicacy of existence and life's uncertain twists. No matter how one interprets them, the effect of these images on viewers is undeniable. For Petrovic's relatives and companions, these final photographs carry deep meaning. They symbolize his enduring legacy and serve as a lasting reminder of the emptiness he has left. Petrovic's legacy endures through the sorrow of his untimely death and the poignant essence of his final photographs. His unyielding spirit and tireless quest for excellence have left a lasting impression on both athletes and enthusiasts. Reflecting on Petrovic's journey and the mysterious allure of his last visuals, we are reminded of life's fragility and the significance of savoring every second. Kobe Bryant. Among sports icons, few names evoke as much reverence as Kobe Bryant, celebrated for his extraordinary skills, relentless drive, and captivating presence. A true basketball superstar, he inspired countless fans worldwide. His tragic and premature passing in January 2020 sent ripples across the globe, leaving admirers overwhelmed with deep affection. On a misty morning of January 26, 2020, fate took a devastating turn. Kobe Bryant, his 13-year-old daughter Gianna, and 7 others embarked on a helicopter flight from Calabasas, California. Their destination was a basketball tournament at the Mamba Sports Academy in Thousand Oaks, departing shortly after 6 a.m. local time. Unbeknownst to everyone, this ordinary flight would become the last moment for one of basketball's legends. As the helicopter climbed higher, the fog enveloped the landscape, impairing visibility to perilous extremes. In the face of challenging weather, pilot Ara Zobayan pressed on with the flight, trusting his skills and the helicopter's modern capabilities. Tragically, at approximately 45 a.m., the helicopter collided with a slope in the Santa Monica Mountains, bursting into flames upon impact. News of the disaster quickly circulated, plunging the world into shock and disbelief. The circumstances of the crash were heart-wrenching. Every one of the 9 aboard, including Kobe Bryant and his daughter, lost their lives in the tragedy. The void left behind was unimaginable, and a collective sorrow swept across the globe as people grieved the premature passing of these cherished figures. Unbeknownst to anyone, just a day prior to his tragic end, Bryant had snapped a selfie with a young admirer at the Mamba Sports Academy in Los Angeles. 13-year-old basketball fan Brady Smigel was overjoyed to share this special moment with his hero. He couldn't wait to tell his family about it, thrilled to mention that Bryant had even given him a fist bump. Little did Brady realize that this spontaneous selfie would become one of the last images captured of the iconic player. On the eve of the heartbreaking event, Bryant dedicated himself entirely to basketball, leading Gianna's squad in the Mamba Cup. Fans crowded the court, hoping to see the legendary figure in action. Clips of Bryant laughing and enjoying himself on the sidelines surged in popularity on TikTok, showcasing his vibrant spirit. Brady and his friend Shane Rosenthal, admirers of Bryant, showed up ahead of time to catch the Mamba's preparation. They were especially thrilled to watch Gianna and McKinley Randolph play. Child of ex-NBA star Zach Randolph, Bryant's influence on aspiring athletes was clear as crowds gathered to see his coaching skills. The Mambas encountered a challenging defeat in their opening match against Sipher Nikaku 2024, yet Bryant's fighting spirit was remarkable. He even playfully urged the rival coach to ease up on his squad. Subsequently, the Mambas clinched an exhilarating win over a hopeful tree named Lloyd from Seattle, with Gianna adding 5 points to the score. Post-match, Bryant engaged in conversation with coaches and athletes, clearly interested in their stories. He inquired about their squads, travel experiences, and opinions on the facilities. His commitment to nurturing future talent through sports shone through in his collaboration with the Mamba Sports teenage athletes, who spoke of Bryant's significant influence on their lives. Fumi Tamura, who met him at a youth basketball camp when she was just 6, highlighted his advocacy for equal opportunities for girls. Haley Van Lith, a skilled basketball player set to attend the University of Louisville, shared her appreciation for Bryant's transformative impact on her journey. The following morning, Southern Californians rose to a gloomy dawn, with news alerts circulating about Bryant's heartbreaking demise. A heavy fog enveloped the Santa Monica Mountains, complicating the helicopter flight further. The Mamba Sports Academy turned into a sight of mourning as staff members shared the devastating news with athletes and attendees. The atmosphere overflowed with shock and sorrow. Games came to a standstill and prayers were lifted for Bryant and the other victims. Coaches urged their teams to hold dear the photographs they had taken with Bryant, as these would serve as a testament to his lasting influence. The final photo of Kobe Bryant with a fan at the Academy now carries an eerie resonance. It encapsulates a snapshot of happiness and respect, forever preserved just moments before calamity ensued. The world grieves the departure of a basketball icon, yet his influence on future generations will never fade. Although Kobe Bryant's last images may evoke sorrow, they stand as a tribute to the lasting strength of his legacy. They urge us to value each instant, chase our aspirations with fervor, and positively shape the lives around us. In contemplating the heartbreaking loss of Kobe Bryant, let us cherish him not just for his phenomenal basketball achievements, but for the unwavering spirit that solidified his legacy as a true icon. Reggie Lewis, another esteemed professional basketball star, met a tragic fate at just 27 years old, leaving a lasting impact that continues to inspire fans and sports lovers. Born in Baltimore, Maryland on November 21, 1965, Reggie Lewis was a natural talent, whose remarkable skills soon drew the eyes of talent scouts, paving the way for a standout college journey at Northeastern University. In 1987, the Boston Celtics selected Reggie in the draft, joining a franchise renowned for its legacy and devoted supporters. Almost immediately, he emerged as an essential contributor, demonstrating skill and adaptability in games. His fluid gameplay, accurate shooting, and strong defense garnered admiration from both teammates and rivals. As his journey unfolded, Reggie's prominence grew, cementing his status as a cherished figure in Celtics lore. Yet, on April 29, 1993, disaster unfolded in a playoff match against the Charlotte Hornets. During the opening quarter, Reggie suddenly fell to the ground, apparently experiencing a heart attack. He was swiftly transported to the hospital, leaving supporters and team members in a state of shock. The news that followed was heartbreaking. Reggie was found to have a serious heart condition known as hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. This illness leads to the thickening of the heart muscle, hindering its ability to pump blood efficiently. Even with the serious health issues, Reggie was resolute in his desire to rejoin the sport that brought him joy. Ignoring the warnings from healthcare experts, he sought to make a comeback in the 1993 to 1994 CES season. This choice stirred debate and raised alarms from both doctors and his basketball team. Numerous individuals doubted the prudence of jeopardizing his health for the game. Yet Reggie's passion and steadfast resolve propelled him onward. Then, on July 27, 1993, disaster hit once more. While participating in an off-season workout at Brandeis University, Reggie suddenly fell to the ground. Despite swift medical intervention, he could not be saved. The bright future of Reggie Lewis, just 27 years old, was tragically cut short. Opinions varied. Some attributed it solely to his health issues, while others speculated if other elements, like the contentious return of play, contributed to the incident.